Alright, peace and greetings, YouTubers. Alright, so I've decided to give you all another video because I feel bad that I don't make a lot of videos often. So I'm trying to be good to my subscribers and do right by them because you guys stick around and sometimes I wonder why. So I decided I'm going to start doing what I call random embarrassing stories just because I feel like somebody needs to hear these. So here goes. Alright, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. And it is the year 2008, which was also probably my favorite year of life as an adult. Why? Life was just good. You know, Barack had just been elected president, and I saw Janet in concert twice, and I was in a really great relationship, and life was good. I had good grades. I was still doing my little dance thing. And at this point, I am a junior at Howard University. And I'm also a resident assistant. Now look, don't roll your eyes about the resident assistant stuff, okay? I was a good RA. People liked me. I was fun, okay? Actually, most of us that were RAs in the specific dorm we were in, we were all pretty laid back and chill. So people actually liked us most of the time. But anyway, so yeah, I was an RA. Life was just freaking great. However, I sometimes end up catching the worst of luck with things, and things always happen to me. And I think because I have the most random and over-the-top responses to everything, it ends up making stuff funny to other people, just not to me. So anyway, here's the story. Let me see. I went to bed. It was a good day. I don't even remember what I did. And I'm sleeping. And I keep hearing like this. I hear all these people in the hall or whatever. And of course, you know, I was an RA in Meridian, which is like this co-ed dorm of freshmen and sophomores. And they're both, you know, it's guys and girls. Now, I'm a junior, so I'm cool with everybody, but my friends are a little bit older, so I don't really run with all of them like that. Anyway, so I'm half asleep. I keep hearing this, you know, this loud thumping, like doot, 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 and I hear everybody in the halls going off. And mind you, it's homecoming week, and if you don't, you know, keep up with Howard University, Howard Homecoming is the biggest say-all, be-all thing in October in the DMV. Howard Homecoming is just huge. All the celebrities, all that great stuff. So there's people that are staying in the dorm that aren't Howard students because, you know, they're visiting their friends. So the dorm is jam-packed. So I'm in my room sleep or whatever. And mind you, there's all this noise in the hall. And I know it was loud because what I normally did was I slept with my music on. So if I heard you over my music, that means you were really loud. So I'm like, what the heck is going on out there? I hear these people hollering and then I keep hearing this thumping. I'm like, what the heck? So I finally get up. I go out there. And there's like 100 people in the hallway. Now, my floor has 90 people. Like, each floor had 90 people. And then I was responsible for 45 on my side, and my co-RA was responsible for the other 45. And I'm looking like, okay, something's going down on the floor, because ain't that many people ever on my floor. And I'm looking at everybody like, okay, y'all, let's kind of clear the halls, because it's 4 in the morning, and, you know, I have business law tomorrow, and basically, unless you have to show on the first attempt, most of us are going to be retaking that class. So can y'all just get out the hall, because I need to understand that I'm probably going to be retaking this class next semester, so I need to be at peace when I sleep. And whatchamacallit, and everybody's kind of just looking at me with a what the F face. On top of that, you have all these people in the hallway who don't know who I am because they're visiting for homecoming. So they're like, who's this little skinny dude? Man, if you don't shut the hell up and get out of our face. Anyway, so I see what happens. It turns out that there's this guy and this girl that had a fight. They were a couple, and this is, I was going to say Chris and Rihanna, but this is before Chris and Rihanna. So this was Ike and Tina. I don't know who this was, but, and basically the boyfriend, he ran the girlfriend's head into the elevator. I was like, oh, shoot. Like, what type of mess is that? Now, look, I know I said Howard University, but hey, sometimes they let some people in that don't need to be there. And I guess this was an example of some people. But please don't judge the university because there's some really great people that go there. But, so he had ran the girl's head into the elevator, and she has an audience, so she's, you know, get him out of here. I'm crazy. I will jack him. I will kill him. And I'm like, you didn't do none of that when he rammed his head in the elevator. Come on. Just go on in your room. And so I'm fussing everybody to get out the hall. Homeboy, and it's funny because the guy that did it was like my height, probably shorter. And I'm looking at the girl like, you should have took him and laid him out because you bigger than him. But anyway, so, and of course, it's homecoming. They didn't party, so all of them are half drunk anyway. So, I kind of break up the whole commotion in the hall. Some of the people go in the rooms. Other people are still kind of looking at me like, what's this dude's problem? And I don't understand why these people are looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm like, I'm the nice RA. Why are y'all looking at me sideways? So I go, the guy, I get him to calm down. I send him to his room or whatever because I'm like, I'm going to deal with you later. We're going to have all this taken care of. I take the girl downstairs because, you know, I need to do the incident report. I need to know if she wants to file a police report, if she needs to file a complaint, if this dude needs to be removed from the building, if, you know, they need to be in separate dorms, this, that, and the third, what's going on, who is this person, all the stuff. So I'm downstairs in the lobby for a good 30, 45 minutes with the campus police officer. We're filling out the report. The girl is just doing the most and being dramatic, and I done got her an ice pack and all this other stuff, and I have my co-RA at this point, and she's up doing stuff, and whatchamacallit, do all this stuff. It's almost 5, and I do have class at 9, so I'm already in my feelings about the entire situation. The guy, I had to go and take him to and then do the stuff with him and, let him know, like, you can't do this, and most likely you're probably going to be getting, like, some charges pressed on you because you done rammed some girl's head into the elevator, and I don't really know how well that's going to play out, and I don't think you're going to walk scot-free from this one, brother. So, yeah, you need to find Jesus and get your prayers together. So, all that happens. People are still in the hall when I get back upstairs because I was on the 6th floor my junior year. The following year I was on the 8th. So I'm on the 6th floor, go to my room, and I'm talking all type of trash to myself as I go to the room. I just can't believe this nonsense. I need to graduate. These stupid freshmen and sophomores always messing up stuff. Just messing up the legacy of the university. And I'm going, and I go in the bathroom because I'm like, well, I just need to use the bathroom real quick. And I walk in, and I'm walking, and I walk past the mirror, and I stop. And mind you, I didn't even have the light on in my room because, you like just go to sleep and stuff. I'm like, something doesn't look right. So I stop, I turn on the bathroom light, and I look in the mirror. And literally, I was in shock. I couldn't scream. I couldn't react. I just died on the inside. And what happened was, I had a full thick coating of my Proactiv mask on my face that I did not wash off when I went out into the hallway. Now pause. One true story. If you follow me, you know that me and acne, it's been a battle. All right? And at that time, it used to be really bad because I think I was just really stressed in college because, I was doing the dance thing and still teaching my classes in Seattle and then flying back to D.C. to do my actual college courses and being an RA and doing all this crazy stuff. And so the stress it would just break me out. So, of course, I had, and it just had to be that night that I had a good thick coating of it on too. And Proactiv is expensive. So if you put on a thick coat, that means you must have had a really bad week or as far as how your acne was looking. So I, big old thick, good white coating, just thick. And I'm like, shit, or whatever. I was so embarrassed. And I was so pissed. I'm like, no wonder everybody was staring at me like I was freaking crazy. Like, nobody, and what got me mad was nobody said a single word. It was almost as if everybody just expected me to, well, that's just, what's his name? Yeah, he'll come out there looking crazy sometimes. So I'm over here looking like the crazy, wicked witch of the West coming from whatever crazy side of town he's from. And it was crazy. And going back to the Proactiv thing, like one thing about Howard is a huge, it's a fashion image mecca, especially out of the HBCUs. Like, it's ranked like top 5 nationwide out of all the universities as far as just fashion and style. Like, when you go to Howard, you have to always be presentable and just really look like whatever because you never know who's going to be there. You're sleeping and then 6 a.m., everybody's like, Jay-Z's performing on the yard right now. Get up. True story. And so people really take pride in how they look. Now, before I started at Howard, I didn't care about that because I'm from this nice small town called Spanaway, Washington. So when I got to college, I used to show up in my little velour tracksuits and all that other stuff, and people clowned the hell out of me. So I started getting a wake-up call. So then I started to take more initiative with how I looked, which was like, okay, well, my skin needs to get together. I can't be some grown man with a crater face trying to talk to people. So that explains the Proactiv mask. Now, I don't use that crap anymore because that stuff just eats your skin. I'm team, let me just use the natural stuff I can use and not put all these harsh chemicals on my face anymore. But, God, it was so embarrassing. I felt so stupid the next day. And then what made it worse is when I got on the shuttle to go to campus the next morning, it was like everybody that was on my floor is just kind of like looking like, oh, that's that dude that came out there with that mask on, looking like freaking Boy George. I was so pissed, man. Ugh, embarrassing. So the moral of that story is, after that, instead of me washing my mask or whatever off and stuff happened, I just never left the room. Hell, the rule was once I put the mask on, I ain't leaving the room. So if somebody was out there getting stabbed up, too bad. Proactiv was too expensive for me to just be rinsing off to go out in the hall. So if you were getting beat up in the hallway or you fell down the stairs and broke your neck, hey, if I already put my mask on and I was laying down, you need to call campus security because I'm off. But anyway, that's my story. Subscribe. Do your thing. My generation, or our generation black, as far as me and Tanae, the episode will be coming out soon. Please stay tuned. I'm out.